Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and this is a little Milwaukee mini pick and hook set. It's not new, I guess, but it is new to me. You know, I recently bought it. At Home Depot it sells for about 15 bucks. What is new is apparently that's a new lower price. And Milwaukee advertises that this is up to 50% more durable than a regular pick or something. But they also talk about the shaft going all the way deep into the handle and having some extra areas kind of for grip inside there so it doesn't rotate. So I've got a neodymium magnet here, and if I put it on this and start pushing it back, you can see that it's staying there all the way to the end. You can see that. It won't stick here, but I can feel a little bit right in there. It grabs pretty solid, so my guess is that the shaft ends somewhere around there. That's great. If I go to, say, like this, I think this is a Work Pro, that's it. If I go any further, the ball falls right off. Here's a snap-on. Snap-on goes to probably about 3/4 of the way. S-wing dies little less than halfway. It falls off. Here's a Sun-X right about there, and then it falls off. Here's a cat's paw from, I think, Mayhew. Falls off. Here's one you can see. This is an OEM Tools, and you can actually see where it ends and then how the test works. Just falls off as soon as it's outside. And here is a channel lock. That one's going to about halfway maybe. So you can see that is huge. That is, Milwaukee is right. They did insert that much further than, as far as I can tell, anyone else here. The other thing is they've got a pretty substantial and kind of parallel knurling here. So if you compare the knurling, say, on a couple of others, this is, well, easy to grab. This one, there's a lot of texture there. Same here. This one is super smooth on the Sun-X. I mean, it looks like texture, but I can't really grab it any differently, I don't think. So that's a plus. The other thing, take a look at it. I've got the one that is my most favorite. Something I did notice, it is obviously more substantial as well, and I like that, but it's also an ovalized handle, and what that means is that there's kind of a natural indexing, and I found it's a little off of how I kind of want to grab it for some reason compared to my snap-on. I don't know why, or maybe I can, move around a little bit. So I'd almost like something, I wouldn't mind tri-lobed or even, kind of squarish. This would be fine. This one I actually do really like. This is one of my favorite kind of handles for these because it just drops in quite easily. So that is something I noticed. It doesn't matter, on a straight pick like this. It's not quite as important probably on a 90 degree. It's just a more aggressive directional pick, and maybe with the hook. That you'd want that big flat surface if you're pulling or something. But on kind of what I consider a more precision hook like this, I don't want it to flip, somehow if I'm, grabbing it and applying a little pressure but not hanging on to the direction of the handle. Because you use this in a lot of different ways. Something else I noticed, oh, by the way, the product number for this is the 48229215. For this 4-piece set. But it says it is, well, I can show you here. I have the paper that came with it. Two things I want to point out. Number one, down here, engineered by Milwaukee Tool, made in Thailand with further processing in China. That's one thing. But also up here, this look at lifetime guarantee for replacement. Either call the number or email. Right there, mechanics hand tools at milwaukeetool.com with these pieces of information. Product description, photograph of the product, name, and shipping address. I've had to warranty some hand tools from Milwaukee in the past, and usually when I did, I went back and forth taking pictures, you know, talking to somebody before I finally got it. Can't remember what it was even. I think it was one of their knives. But anyway, it took quite a while, so someday I'll probably end up trying that out, because I've been known to snap off the little tips on ones like that. But here's what they're calling them too. They call this a straight pick, the hook, the offset pick. That goes by a lot of different names, you know, this kind of a design, but I just call it my favorite. And then the 90-degree pick. But anyway, just kind of a early use. I like them. I think they're great. Good solid handle, quite affordable. I mean, they sell for, I don't remember what these, probably the whole set for less than maybe one snap-on pick. But I use picks for everything, and you know, have a hard time not going after a set if it has at least a variation of my favorite, and that's pretty darn good. Maybe Milwaukee's been watching my videos, because I've tried some others, you know, where like this one here, the Sunex, they just kind of bend it a little bit, you know, or the Estwing, same thing. It's hard to find exactly what I want, but anyway, there it is. Milwaukee mini hook and pick set. Gets my stamp of approval. And with that, Doc out.